Good evening. Today is May 23rd, 2019. Welcome to the Reuben Horler Library Board of Trustee meeting. We're going to start with a welcome to Mira. She's our new board member. Yay, welcome. And to also say congratulations to the library for Article 5 passing. We're, I don't know, I'm psyched.
Yes.
Very good. Good news. So we're going to move on to public participation, which we don't have any. Correspondence? None. And then approval of minutes for April 4th, 2019 and April 25th, 2019.
I apologize for the 4th being so late.
I think the 25th even later because
And I wasn't actually present at the 25th
Yeah.
because I was sick in bed,
Okay.
so we need to take me off
All
that.
right.
You weren't here on the 4th?
Yes.
Yeah, she was here on the 4th because she
I did something.
you did something. You nominated something or approved.
I did
Motion something.
I did something, yes. Oh, and we talked about babysitting. Yes,
Right.
okay.
That's what it was.
Right.
So under treasurer's report, it says too early in the year. It's actually the month.
Yes, it would be month.
Honestly, because I felt bad because it has been a while. I was trying to decipher what I was actually meaning in my notes, so I apologize. It makes more sense to do it earlier because you remember what was discussed. Also, the grammar is probably hideous.
I like all of the periods between.
I know, I apologize, especially
No,
for a teacher on the board, I apologize. for all.
No, it's great. It's really funny.
I'm typing on my little iPad, so.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the April 4th and April 25th, 2019 minutes have been,
The 4th, we don't have the 25th because I didn't get them out.
oh,
Right, or do we?
no, we do.
Oh, okay.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are,
Okay. Good. Okay, sorry.
that's okay, so they've been,
We're behind. Okay.
they've been approved.
We're good.
Old business. Okay, we have, I don't know of any old business that we need to go over, any? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're gonna move to new business, new officer slate. So every May, our board changes over and we elect new officers for our slate. And I've enjoyed being chair, but it's time for somebody else to take this position. So whoever is elected as the new chair will take over for the remainder of the meeting and adjourn us. Is there anybody who would like to make a nomination for a new chair for the board?
I nominate Mark.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes, sorry.
No.
Mark, I'd like
It's fine. 1 year.
Okay. Okay. So, all those in favor of Mark Rombacher being our new chair of the Board of Trustees, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Mark is our new chair of the board, and he will take over the rest of the meeting officially.
The rest of the slate, we have a secretary and a
Yes,
treasurer.
yes.
So-
But that's
Well,
what you do, right?
So who wants to be secretary?
I would like to make a nomination for Chris Asselin to be secretary.
I second that.
You all know what kind of minutes I
I
take now.
know. The way they read, it's so fun. It's like texts or
Okay.
something.
It's like text.
So motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
I
Do I have to
Opposed?
accept? Do it.
Oh.
Can I just do that?
Okay. And treasurer?
I'd like to nominate David Sill as treasurer.
I second it.
Since
Whether
he's
he
not
wants
here
it or
to
not.
Oppose? Okay.
He's got it.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, good. Meeting schedule. So we normally meet the first Thursdays at 7.
I'm sorry, Mark, to interrupt. Do we
Yep.
have to choose a Friends
Oh,
liaison right now?
So-
Or-
Oh.
yeah.
That's
So
later on in the agenda.
That's right, it's next.
Later
committees,
on.
groups.
Oh, okay, okay, all
Okay.
right. Didn't
So
know.
meeting
Never-
schedule. We normally meet the first Thursdays at 7. Is that still okay with everyone? Do we want to just plan on that?
Yeah.
If we can, we'll try and skip one over the summer, either July or August, but with the building, I don't know if that's going to be
Yeah.
possible or not at this point.
Sounds
So,
good.
That works? So,
Yeah, isn't the
Um,
4th the first Thursday?
Oh, it is. The 4th is a Thursday.
Yeah,
Ooh.
So,
I mean, in the calendar that's in my head says that,
so that means, well,
It is, the first Thursday.
so we
We
should
should push
try
out a
for the
week.
11th, but I won't be here.
that's a
If that's
problem.
okay.
No,
Or
does it have to be a Thursday?
We find out about the grant around the 15th, correct?
Mhm.
Should we meet after the 15th of July?
The 18th is the following Thursday, which is also the third Thursday. So that's going to
No.
be, if that's a problem for being third Thursday again.
So one of the things we could do is meet like July 25th,
Is that a
and then
Thursday?
it's a Thursday, and then try and skip August, right? So we can like split the difference between them.
Okay. I may or may not be available because I think I'm giving a talk that day, but I'm not sure. And I'm not integral because I'm not the secretary, treasurer, or the chair. So.
So does that work? We'll skip August and do July 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And looking forward through the year.
And then go revert back to the first Thursday, starting in September.
Yes. And that'll be our schedule through April.
Okay. So we are meeting on the 6th of June? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we'll meet on the 6th of June and then again on the 25th of July. And then we'll just plan on the first Thursdays through April, and then somewhere, once we know when town meeting and elections are, we'll pick one to meet in May. Okay? Okay, good. Do we need a motion for that, or we just do it?
I would like to make a motion to meet the first Thursday of every month at 7 PM, with the exception of July 25th, and we will skip August.
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Good. Okay, the invoice packet approval, so I know we need, so what's the admin part of it? So every year we have to vote how many signatures we have on the invoices and payroll,
Right.
right? And historically, it's been 2.
Show mirror.
So for Mira, you'll have a mailbox inside, and in the bottom of the mailboxes, will be a place for invoices. And we check that they're correct, and then we have to have 2 signatures, and then we give them back to Susan.
Okay.
So you can, whenever you're in the library, just check in and sign them.
Okay.
There'll be more frantic emails towards the end of June as the fiscal year winds down to make sure that they get signed in time so they're paid. So expect those to be coming out.
Okay.
So by signatures and admins, you mean we have to vote you and Helen?
Yeah,
too?
me, Helen, and Diane. I think that's
Okay.
what you guys said last year, was Helen and Diane were the second choice if I wasn't there.
Okay. So do we want to keep with that policy? Is everyone okay with it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so someone has to make a motion to,
I'd like to make a motion to approve the invoice packets to 2 trustee signatures and keep Sam, Helen, and Diane as administrators.
Okay.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, good. Okay, committee group liaisons. So, we typically attend other meetings, that represent more as, a presence and input, right? But not necessarily, like the Friends meetings, you don't get to vote, but you're there to convey information to them and then bring the information from those meetings back. So we have a representative to the Friends. They meet the third Wednesday of most months. They'll probably,
They're not meeting again until August.
okay. So they take the summer off and December off, I think,
Yeah.
right? And then we have a fundraising liaison that attends the fundraising meetings, which are typically like once a month on Mondays.
Yep.
So, does anyone want to volunteer for those spots?
I've been going to the fundraising meetings, but I think Debbie just has, and also David has,
Yeah.
so we've been kind of
Right,
tag teaming that a little bit.
that seems to work.
Okay.
So I
And
don't
I
mind
think they-
continuing that. but-
I'm trying to extricate myself from another meeting that is at the exact same time in the next room. But I haven't quite done that yet, so I can't do the Monday.
Okay.
Can't do the Monday.
I think we have that one covered. I
Right.
think
Yeah,
we, this,
yeah.
Because if you go with 4, that's a quorum.
So we'll say between the three of you, you're going to, someone will
yeah, for fundraising.
always be there.
I think so.
And then the Friends meeting.
I can go to those.
Okay, awesome.
Right.
And if I can't make one, I can let somebody know.
So if you, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
So
we'll cover
the-
that.
Yeah, if you can't make it, just send mail out to the list and someone will step
Yes,
up.
there's wonderful Outlook email.
Have you been getting those emails?
I've been getting them.
Okay, good.
Okay.
It's a very temperamental server.
Okay. Okay, good.
Is there any other committee that we need to?
I couldn't think, that's what put eccentric.
Okay. I mean, I know there's other things that we have been going to, but
Yeah.
that's not necessarily.
I've been covering the other town boards for the most part, so if there's something coming up and I can't make one of those, I'll
Yeah.
post that out. David and I are going to the PMBC meetings as representatives. We actually get to vote on the library things. We're
How
whatever.
often does that happen? I'm
The
wondering.
PMBCs
Yeah.
happen the first and third Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
I'm going to the Conservation Commission meeting on June 3rd. And, we'll still continue to be a presence at various FinCom and BOS meetings, so. Okay. Can't think of any others that we really, okay. Johnson Roberts contract.
Yeah.
So the contract through schematic design, through the grant phase, was signed by us, right? And now with the motion at the town meeting, we have to transfer control of the PMBC is now going to be running the project, so we have to transfer control of the contract to PMBC, basically. Does that make sense? So we need to vote to, I don't know the exact wording, the town council was supposed to get back to us, but we have to vote to reassign the contract
Right.
to PMBC. So that they will be responsible for paying the bills and overseeing the project.
How did they get access to the funds?
Their town fund, the $1.5 million that was voted is somehow in.
So just that, they don't have access to the funds at the library.
So they have access to the $1.5 million that the town voted.
Yeah.
The trustees put up $100,000.
Right.
So they would have access to that money,
Right.
but not any other money.
Okay.
Right. From my understanding of what's going on so far, I don't think we're going to come in anywhere near the $1.5 million number. Right.
That's great.
It sounds,
Oh,
the
lovely.
quotes that I've heard so far look like it's more like $1.2 million, but I'm not
Nice.
100% positive. They're still working out, there's still negotiations going on, but it looks like we won't exceed the $1.5 million.
And the,
For sure.
and we have one more design meeting on Tuesday night, right?
Yes. On the 28th at 7 PM in the police station.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
And
that
those
Tuesday?
Have they been well attended? I mean, my husband goes to all of them, but.
There were probably 20 at the last meeting.
The last one was, I thought, pretty well.
Yeah, it's
From
between-
people that hadn't been there before.
I think the smallest was like
And
10.
some good questions, input? Okay.
Yes, there's
Okay.
been, the last one, there was a lot of good
Mhm.
discussions going back and forth,
Great.
both on the inside and the exterior, not the exterior of the building, but the landscaping around
Okay.
the building and things like
Good.
that. And I think MBLC is going to be at the next meeting.
They're going to be there at 6 before that to meet with me and you and Phil.
And Steve.
And Steve. And Kevin.
So,
I will do my best to be there on Tuesday night. Okay.
so from my perspective, the designs have come together pretty well. There's a few little nits, but I don't have any major concerns with the,
Okay.
I don't know if people have looked at the plans, but or have any comments.
I think the last ones I saw were the ones that were shown at town meeting. Have they changed significantly from that?
I wouldn't say significantly, they have
But
changed.
some, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We had a couple of people commenting on the exterior design. I'm just trying to assure people that the exterior is not necessarily yet determined because of the materials were still in play, but to come to the meeting next week and give your input.
Yeah.
So I think after the meeting on Tuesday, the interior of the building will be more or less set.
Okay.
Right. The exterior can still, how the building is clad can still change.
Right. Okay.
And how, how this, what the ceiling looks like and things like that inside the building could still change. But the room layouts will be more or less set. I mean, there could be a slight adjustments, but you're not going to do any wholesale changes. Move this door here, that type of things
Okay.
can still happen, but the rooms are more or less going to be fixed.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily at that meeting, but after that meeting.
Right.
So,
Okay.
So do we have to motion something?
yes.
For that?
So we need to have a motion to reassign the contract to PMBC, the Johnson and Roberts contract.
Okay.
They have already, I believe they already have the OPM contract. That was, so the OPM is through Vertex, which is the OPM that's doing the space needs for this, for the building. And the selectmen have added the library to that. I believe they've added the library to that contract
Okay.
now and assigned that portion to PMBC. So-
Okay.
So, but we need to do it for the architect, because that contract was with us. So,
Okay.
does that make sense?
It does. I'm just trying to figure out how to say it. So I will make a motion to reassign the Johnson and Roberts Architects contract back to PMBC for their enjoyment. Oversight sounds so oversight. Oversight sounds better. And I'm sure they'll enjoy it as
I second that.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Oh, heavens.
Do we have anything else?
No.
Okay. Do you want to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.